Mercer. Well, I've read part one of your novel.
You have? Well, now, look, if it's no good, Arnold, just say so. Don't let me kid myself if it hasn't got a chance.
Don't worry. I thought you wouldn't believe me when I said what a book it is, so I've got you an option on it from Christopher and Willis, hottest publishers in the business.
They took it? Hey, that's great news. That's simply great.
I thought you'd like it.
Lord, if this isn't a day. Because you know what else happened? I just talked to the doctor. He tells me just an hour ago, Anne finally sold the red card from the black one.
Yeah, you just called. Said to drag you over. They're throwing a party here at Anne's apartment to celebrate her recovery.
Just the gang, or will anybody else be around?
Meaning who?
Well, Dwight knows. He's in town, you know.
You expect him here at Anne's?
He's still romancing her. I read it in one of the columns. I've been staying away. Thought maybe it'd be fairer to Anne.
To give Knowles a clear field? What are you trying to do, hand it to him on a silver platter? You should have been in there fighting, Toby.
Yeah? Well, it's probably too late now. Well, here we are.
Open the door and I'll announce us. Ta-da-da! Introducing Shorty Ross and friends.
Hey, look at that.
Well, isn't anybody going to invite people in?
Yes, advance and enter, friend.
You mean I'm not wanted? Is hospitality dead? Where's the mat with welcome on it? I view with alarm.
Come in, Shorty, do. Hello, Toby.
Hello, Anne. How are you?
Hey, Toby, you're no friend. You're practically a stranger. Where have you been keeping yourself this last month?
Well, I've been sort of busy, Bill.
Well, come on over to the piano. Join the party.
In a minute. I want to examine the patient here first. How have you been, Anne? I haven't seen you for 3 or 4 days.
I know that.
Of course, you knew why I was staying away.
No. Might have been any one of several reasons.
Might have been nothing of the kind. Knowles got in on Tuesday, didn't he? You knew that was why.
But this is Saturday. You didn't even telephone. Which seemed to prove conclusively that you weren't interested at all in whether or not his coming back meant anything to him.
I wasn't interested. Now, look here. I've been as near off my noodle as a sane man can get. I thought you had to have time to make up your mind.
Oh. I mean, I didn't have to have all that time.
Then you've decided.
Sort of. I've decided about Dwight. I haven't quite decided about you yet.
You turned him down. You sent him away. Well, then why?
I can't tell you in front of all these people.
Well, where? Come on, to the kitchen, then. Now, tell me what you mean. You don't want either of us, is that it?
I can see you now, Toby. I couldn't before.
Well, answer me.
Oh, you tell me something. Oh, Goofy, tell me you're still in love with me. I know it now, but I've been thinking you weren't for such ages.
You've been thinking...
I thought you were sorry for me because I was blind. I couldn't see you. How could I tell when we'd been separated for so long? So I tried to use Dwight to goad you into admitting that you liked me, and you didn't seem one bit put out by it.
Oh, you were trying feminine wiles on me, huh?
Well,
Honey, we've been a couple of half-wits.
well, haven't we, though?
Well, only thing to do is begin again.
What?
At the beginning. The night of the Dempsey-Tunney fight. It's raining. You're wet. I'm wet. I say, will you marry me, darling?
And I say, yes, darling.
And I say, of course, I suppose I'll make the world's worst husband.
And I say, oh, unquestionably.
Wait a minute. Now, why would I? The more I think about it, the more I think I'd make a darn good husband. Because look.
Oh, this is fun.
Because look. I don't drink. Darling, I've got that licked now. Point number 2, I can now support you in the luxury to which you've accustomed me. This last month I've been working. And I've hit it, finally. I've sold not one, but 3 stories.
Darling, that's wonderful.
Well, you know the freelance market this month, the feast, next month the famine.
Feast or famine, the thing that counts is that you've gone to work.
I've been able to write and sell and pay our debts.
Oh, Toby, I'm so pleased. Pleased and proud.
And that isn't all.
There's more. I can't stand it.
Since you're so fond of running around to all the fancy restaurants with novelists, what was his name now? I can't seem to remember. Dwight something or other. Well, ma'am, I've decided to become a novelist myself.
Oh, now you're fooling.
No, I'm not. Matter of fact, I've got 1/3 of Playboy done, and the publishers like it so well, they've given me a nice, fat advance.
They've accepted your novel? Oh, darling, I always knew I did. I knew you could do it.
Oh, no. I couldn't write a novel, ever. But Ann Vaughan's husband could. In fact, if you'll just stick with him, darling, someday he might turn out to be quite a fella.
From Studio One at CBS, you have just heard Robert Mitchum in Fletcher Markle's production of Young Man of Manhattan by Catherine Brush. Another full-hour dramatic entertainment from radio's most celebrated playhouse. Tonight's script was especially prepared for this series by Van Woodward. The original musical score was composed by Charles Freed and conducted by Alexander Semler. And now again, Mr. Markle.
May a producer present the principals in our cast tonight. In the foreground
Toby McLean.
was played, of course, by Mr. Mitchum, adding another impressive performance to his current film Crossfire and the forthcoming RKO thriller Out of the Past.
Ann Vaughan McLean.
Was played by Mercedes McCambridge.
Huff Randolph.
Was Ann Burr.
Shorty Ross.
Was Joe DeSantis.
Eunice.
Was played by Elspeth Eric. I don't seem to have anything more to say here, so let's call this the end of the recording. This is CBS Columbia Broadcasting System.
Well,